What's up, YouTube? I know that's a sweet picture, huh? My one of my Instagram followers sent it to me. Let's turn this around. What's up, Peyton? What's up, Jerry? I wanted to do a live stream and answer a question. Stefan, I think that's his name. Don't mind me while we're doing this. I'm going to be setting up my DEF tank. Stefan asked in one of my videos, he said, basically, is it profitable enough to hire somebody to drive your dump truck for you? Like, you just buy a dump truck and hire somebody. And I've gotten this question a ton of times. And is it profitable? Yes, it's definitely profitable. But here's where things go sideways. Okay, is it profitable? Yes, it's profitable. But is it doable? That's where the rubber meets the pavement. Is it doable? Let me show you guys my DEF tank. We got this sticker doesn't want to stay on there. I got a DEF sticker there. Put it right there. Is it doable? Okay, so I actually know one person that is actually doing this. That's it, just one. And super cool guy, super cool. I've never seen him. I've never met him. You know, I don't know if he had any. I didn't really talk to him too much about this subject because I don't want to pry into his business and stuff. But how heavy is this thing? It's not that bad. I should be able to move that. And let me just sit down so I can answer this question. Then we can chit chat. All right, so he owns a limo business, and I think he's got a few other. I think he's got another business too. I'm not sure. Hey Brian, hope you're getting some rest in between all that work. Yeah, I got 4 hours. I got home at 5:30. And I just woke up like a half an hour ago, took a shower. What's up, Wayne? So I know one guy, he bought a dump truck and he's never driven it. I don't think. He don't even live in this state. He's Latino, you know, which is cool. And he has a Latino driver. I'm assuming there's some sort of family connection between him and his driver. Family or friend connection. There's got to be some sort of connection there. Because here's where I think it's hard for the rubber to hit the pavement when you buy a truck and you're not going to drive it. Here's where I think it gets hard. It gets hard because you probably don't know the industry that well, right? That's why you're kind of nervous to do it yourself. Or let's explore the reasons. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Okay, you don't want to quit your day job. You already have another business that you're running. What are some other options? Why would you want to start a business but not be doing the work? You don't have a CDL. Okay, so that's a valid reason, Peyton. Let's just say you want to get started into business. You love dump trucks. You have a passion for dump trucks. So you want to invest in dump trucks, but you don't have a CDL. Okay. So here's where I find it hard in that situation. Your first prospective employee comes up to you and he says, "Hey man, I'd like a job. Um, how's your business going?" You know, it's your first truck, right? So he's going to ask you, how many customers do you have? How are you going to provide work for him? What happens if the truck breaks down? You know, how am I going to make money is what their question is going to be. Like, how, can they depend on you who has, you know, here, and here's where it gets tricky. So if you have no experience, I think it's an impossible route, because you're probably gonna hit too many roadblocks and it's gonna bankrupt you. Corona. Sorry. I forgot my face mask. It's actually mandatory in Washington now to wear a face mask. Will not comply. So I think it's hard because I don't know. I don't think it's a viable option for many people, because you have to find the perfect candidate to hire, right? You have to hire somebody who is going to trust you to find them work, which if you're not in it every single day, it's going to be hard for you to find work. Unless you have money already, you know. So the guy I know, he already has other businesses. So he knows how to run a business. He knows how businesses work. He has that fire inside of him that says, go get it, you know, go get the work, you know, because we want to make that money, you know. So that's how it works for him. He's got to have a personal connection with his driver. His driver doesn't need to work 100% of the time. Like, he can live off of, you know, piecework here and there. Yeah, I mean, so he does it, but I don't, you know, you can't find work for something you don't know nothing about and don't know where to look. Yeah, and see, that's where I find it hard to hire somebody to do a job that I've never done, because I don't want to be playing with other people's lives. Like, I don't want to hire somebody and say, "Oh yeah, man, I got work for you 24/7, 24/7." And you know, and this kind of happened. You know, like Bill, he reached out to me. He's like, "Hey man, I'll move to Washington to drive your truck for you. You know, I want to work for you. I love everything you do. You know, we're on the same page." Like, he was like ready to hop on a plane and move to Washington. And I'm like, "Pump the brakes, Bill. I would like you to drive for me, but here's the thing. I want to make sure that I have enough work for this thing before somebody moves across the USA to work for me. You know, like, I'm not going to be messing around with somebody's life like that. You know, I don't want to be the guy that says, "Well, I thought I could find work for you, Bill, but there just ain't no work." You know, I thought I could do this. You know, it everything penciled out on paper, but I'm sorry it didn't work out the way we thought it would. You know, there's so many variables in running a business. And everything is so unpredictable. When you're running a business, you got to flow with the punches. I mean, you got to learn to read everything as it's happening, because that's how business is. Business is not like this routine that just is the same thing every single day. It's different every single day. There's always a different obstacle placed in front of you. And if you don't have 100% dedication of your time to that business, chances are it's not going to survive that well unless you have experience in it already. You know, and a lot of guys that want to try this route, it's because they want to put half the foot in the door. You know, they want they like the idea of running a business, but they're just not 100% ready to take that leap. So they try and make themselves a safety net by saying, well, I'll just buy a dump truck and I'll hire somebody to do the work to see if it works. Like, in their head, that's what they're thinking. But you can't do it like that, in my opinion. You got to just dive in. You got to buy a dump truck, quit your job, and go for it. That extra stress, that extra heat you're taking, that extra, the unknown, that is going to light the fire under your butt, and you're going to go get work. It's either, I got to get work, or I'm not eating. You know, that's the fire it's going to light inside of you. So, you know, that's my thoughts on that. You know, is it doable? Yes, it's doable, but it's extremely hard. And that's why I would say I wouldn't do that route personally. And here's the other thing. Here's another thing. Like, if you want to be a legit employer, you have to know a whole bunch of stuff. Like, there's so many questions to ask about this scenario. Like, okay, you're going to buy a truck and you're going to put a driver in it. Okay, are you going to do the books yourself, or are you going to pay somebody to do the books? Are you going to do the work on the truck when it needs to be fixed, or are you going to pay somebody else? Are you, you know, is your driver willing to do that stuff, or is he just want to sit in the seat and keep it warm? You know, or does he just want to hold the steering wheel, or does he want to be more involved in the business? There's so many questions and so many different aspects of running a business that you don't really think about. And it's really easy to ask the question, you know, well, can I just buy a dump truck and put somebody in it? It sounds like an amazing idea, but when you pencil it out, it doesn't really pencil out the way you think it would. Yes, it's doable. There's definitely money in it. You can do it if you have the drive to go find the work and you have the contacts to get the work. I think it's doable. I know a guy that's doing it, and that's how I can say that, is because I know a guy that's doing it. I call him up and I say, hey man, you need some work? I keep him working a lot. I give him a lot of work. And, you know, he gives me his truck, you know, basically. He lets me run it for the whole week. If I need it for a week, I got the truck for a week. You know, he just likes to know, he likes to be able to plan it. What's up, Blake? Thanks, Kylindo Farm. I hope I said your name right. Amen. I've put every dime and time in my business. Yeah, that's what you got to do that. I mean, if you don't put all your time and dimes in the business, it's going to be a real struggle. I mean, here's a scenario that it could work good. If you find an old owner operator and he's just like, hey man, I just want to, you know, I have the context. I just want to be my own boss. I just don't want the risk of owning a business. I just want to be my own boss. You know, that's a scenario that it could work, where you have a buddy. He just wants to be his own boss. He knows how to find his work. You know, because a lot of drivers in the dump truck industry find their own work. It's incredible to me. Like, I know a lot of guys that are out there making the calls, even though they don't own the company. They're out there making the calls saying, hey man, you got work for me tomorrow? Or they're calling up the companies, you know, seeing who needs the truck. They're taking that extra responsibility on themselves, which not a lot of people do, but there are some people that do that. I'm in school for my CDO. I can't wait to get in the field. Hell yeah, man. What's up, Brian? What's up, Andrew? Insurance is going to bend you over so hard. Yeah. I mean, insurance is one of those things that lights a fire under your butt to get work, because it costs so much money. Like, it costs, my fingers over the microphone again. It costs so much money. My first year was $10,000 in insurance. You know, so here's what you got to pencil in. Let me tell you what you need to pencil in if you're going to hire somebody without driving your truck. And these are my numbers. Everybody's numbers are going to be different, but I can give you my numbers and tell you how it would pencil out. Okay. So, my solo dump truck, let's just say, prospectively speaking, you buy a solo truck just like me, and your numbers are the exact same as mine. The same amount of work, the same amount of maintenance, same amount of fuel, same amount of everything. Okay, my first summer, I made $108,000 in 6 months. Okay. Now, out of that $108,000, you have to take out, how much money did you pay for your dump truck? I paid $8,000. How much money did you put into that dump truck? Okay, I put $20,000 into it. How much of that work are you going to do yourself? Because if I would have paid somebody that $20,000 to do all this stuff, it would have doubled the cost. It would have been $40,000, right? So I would have basically spent $50,000 on just the truck, right? Okay, so $100,000 minus $50,000, that leaves you with $50,000. Okay, then you have to take out fuel. My first year, I spent $15,000 in fuel. So that drops you down to $35,000. Then you got to take out, let's see, what else do you want to take out? Your insurance. I spent $10,000. That drops you down to $25,000. Okay, now you have to pay a driver. If you paid a driver, the cheapest you could get a driver, let's just say you can get a driver for minimum wage, which ain't happening. You know, if you can find one for $15 an hour, you are lucky as heck. And they're probably not going to treat it well, and they probably don't give a crap about any of your stuff, right? Let's just say $15 an hour. I literally worked 100 hours a week. Like, I put in so much time working. How much money would it cost to pay somebody that? Probably $70,000. You know, probably $60,000 that first summer. So guess what? My $25,000 profit just went into the negatives by $25,000. Okay, so starting out my business by hiring somebody, I just lost $25,000. Okay, what else? That's if you paid somebody to do the mechanic work. If you didn't pay somebody to do the mechanic work, then you saved yourself $20,000 and you're only in the hole like negative $5,000. Let's see, what am I missing here? What am I missing, guys? Am I missing something? Don't forget tags. Okay, yeah, licensing. You're going to spend $2,000 on licensing in Washington. You're going to spend $1,000 for your registration, and then you're going to spend another $1,000 on your tonnage, the 2290. So that's 5, 6, 7. So now you're negative $7,000 in profit. Let's see, what else? Are you providing benefits for your employee? If you are, then you're definitely making in the negatives. You're not making no money. Guaranteed. You're not going to make nothing. You know. So can you make profit the first year? You're not going to make any profit the first year. Guaranteed. Yeah. Well, I just said roughly $20,000 because I put $20,000 into the truck my first year, right? Heck no, 1099 drivers all the way. Yeah, just don't get caught, Peyton. If they're your full-time driver, you cannot do a 1099. That's against the law. Like, if the IRS catches you, you will be bankrupt. They will be seizing all your money. They cannot be your full-time employee and be a 1099. One of the requirements to be a 1099 is you can't be their primary source of income. Um, so yeah, you don't want to. I mean, if you can get away with it, do it. If you can't, then don't. You know, and then okay, you're trying to find somebody who wants to be a 1099. Good luck finding somebody who wants to pay their own taxes. Nobody wants to do that. Declined. It was an area code I didn't recognize. 201. I don't even know where that's from. So, your first year, you're probably not going to make any money. So the second year, are you going to make money the second year? Okay, my second year I made $134,000. I didn't have to buy the truck, right? I didn't have the repair maintenance that I had the first year because I got all that out of the way. Yeah, nobody wants to be a 1099. Let's see, what else did I get out of the way? That's basically it. I got the major repairs out of the way from the first year. I got the truck cost. That's eliminated. You're not going to be buying a second truck the second year because all your money's gone. You're going to pay the driver and you're going to, So the second year is probably when you would start to see the money, actually turning a profit like a little bit. And the only reason that is also because your insurance is going to go down a little bit by a few thousand. Your fuel cost is going to stay the same. Your insurance is only going to go down just, this much. And that's if you're really searching. Your maintenance is going to go down considerably because now you got a handle on where to buy your parts. And you're starting to figure out in your head, I got to do all this work myself because if I pay somebody to fix a brake can, I'm going to go bankrupt, So you made $20K the second year, LOL, until you bought another excavator. Yeah, basically. So there's a lot of stuff that you guys don't know about me. I don't pay myself, okay? All the money I make basically just stays in the business. I pay myself, and this isn't on regular. This is literally only when I need it. I pay myself $2,000 to $3,000 a month. That's it. That's all I pay myself. And that covers my mortgage. That covers all of my bills. It's literally no extra money at all. And so me, by doing that, I'm taking what I would have paid a driver and I'm plowing all that money back into the business. That's how I've been able to grow so rapidly, right? Because I don't pay myself. I'm basically doing everything for free. I'm working for free, basically. And I'm okay with that. I love working for myself for free because here's why. I get a brand new dump truck. I got a tilt deck. I got a $1,000 excavator sitting on a trailer that I can do anything with on my property. So, yes, you can do it. No, you're not going to make any money if you just buy a dump truck to hire a driver. You're not going to make any money. It's got to be something you're passionate about. It's got to be something you love doing. It's got to be for a purpose, Everybody thinks when you run a business, you're filthy rich. Yes, you're filthy rich, but not the way you think. It's not cash. You don't have mountains of cash just laying around. It's all in assets. It's all in, your assets and liabilities. That's where all your money is tied up. It's tied up in all that, right? And I say assets and liabilities because, you have some things that are both. Like some assets are liabilities. If you're not filthy rich, if you're not filthy, you're not rich. That's a good saying right there. That right there is 100% a dump trucker saying. If you're not filthy, you're not rich. And that is true, because if you are the guy that does all the work on the truck, you're the one getting greasy, you're the one fixing everything, you're the one that's working the late hours, you're the one doing all that stuff, you are not going to make any money. That's why I'm not going to be able to qualify for a mortgage, because you don't pay yourself. You have to pay yourself. Well, agree to disagree on that, Justin. They would have qualified me for a mortgage if I didn't buy the new dump truck. I was already qualified, right? But I did not get the loan for my mortgage because I thought buying a dump truck was more important. Because the bank tried to screw me around a little bit. First, they told me I was qualified with the tax returns that I had. And then they came back later, and then they're like, oh, well, you don't show any income for the first 6 months of your first tax return, so we're going to need another tax return, you know? So I was like, okay, I'm not going to screw around with this. I'll just buy another dump truck and I'll cash flow my house. And I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. It's going to suck for another year or two, because we may have to move into a camper while we're doing it. But, you know, it's not the shortcut, you know, it's the long run. I make some pretty lame jokes. No, Crony, that's a good saying. If you're not filthy, you're not rich. That's 100% true. You gotta, if you're not getting dirty doing all the work, you're not making any money. That's just the cold hard truth. That's why Justin does all his own work, because he knows that if he's paying somebody to do all that work, all that money just disappears. You know, that's your profit right there. You're out here babysitting today. Yeah, I'm at home making that couch money, Blake. The old truck's gone. New truck's sitting there. I worked 3 shifts in a row. I worked yesterday, and last night. I got off at 5:30 this morning, took a 4-hour nap, and you know, I'm doing good now. I got my new DEF tank, Justin. Nothing like what you have to have. I just bought a 55-gallon drum. Also got my little pump right here. It's got stainless steel inside parts. I bought this from O'Reilly's. It's like 30 bucks. I priced out the cost. Of buying a tote, like a 300-gallon tote, and an electric pump, and it was, let's see, it was $1,000 for basically, wait, what was it? It was like $500 for an empty tote, $600 for the pump, and then like, I think it was like $1.08 a gallon is what they were gonna charge me. It's okay, I'm laid back watching these guys struggle. Oh, my wife would prefer me clean. Yeah. I don't know how you do it, Blake. I don't know how you stay clean and make money. My landlord had the shed built. So nice. I actually got some space in the garage now. So nice. So nice. Here's the other thing you got to take into account. If you want to run your business, if you want to hire somebody just to run your business, that is tough, because, okay, who's going to get all your stuff for you? $500 for empty tote, we get them for free. Yeah, but is it like a DEF tote? I don't know if there's a difference between the totes or not. Like maybe the plastic is like what do you call it? It has certain chemicals in it, or it has like a texture to it to help sunlight not, you know, ruin it or so. I don't know. I'm not a DEF chemist. Let's see, how am I gonna move this thing? I need to go get my hand cart. Now that Justin's in the chat, we can bring back a topic of my state not paying asphalt by the hour like y'all get. My son's out. He's out here. I've seen this. He's out here playing in the water. Hey, do me a favor. Grab that gas can. I don't want water getting in it. Bring it over here.
Hi.
Hello.
This is Dick. He's going to be painting the sheds.
Okay.
Do you mind if he paints that one today?
No, go ahead.
I
Feel
probably
free.
won't get to painting yours because there's definitely caulk work that needs to be done first.
Yeah.
Especially
Okay,
on
so
those
you can-
raw edges. It's like, I'm looking at that going, really?
Yeah.
That's a little weird, but that's how they do them, I guess. So
Yeah.
if I do get to it, like I said, it'll be caulking.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, look, he has a sprayer right there.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to roll and brush it, I think.
That's actually a power washer,
Oh.
pressure
never
washer.
mind.
But I do have an electric spray gun if you want to borrow it.
No, I've got a Wagner and a little HLVP. But I think actually just brushing and rolling will be fine.
Okay.
If it was T111, then I'd want to spray it because it's got all the grooves in it.
Yeah.
The inside of the door is supposed to be painted too.
Okay. Sure, because that's... Yeah,
Oh, I lost my train of thought here.
yeah. That's what
Thank you. You having fun in the water? It's gonna be a hot day today, huh? Yeah. Gotta run over here and get this hand truck. At one point, I'm gonna have to set you guys down so I can. Oh, am I gonna squeeze through there? I'm not gonna squeeze through there. Too fat. I'm just gonna have to get wet real quick. Ah! My son loves it. He got shot in the face with a water hose. Wagner, name drop. I don't even know what that is. Just regular plastic tote I can get for free. I don't know about DEF totes. You look like my ex-chief. Ex-chief, like, as in like military or something? Let's do this. Here's the other thing, you know? I don't know. I love the idea of just hiring a guy to drive your truck, but the first few years you're not gonna make any money. It's just not gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna set you guys down right here so I can move this tote. All right, let me down easy. Is that your Area 51 run? What? What do you mean by that? Yeah. Oh, this thing is heavy. Alright, let's do this. These furniture dollies are a must. You gotta have one of these things, man. If you're gonna move anything heavy and you don't got anybody around, you threw your phone across the house. Yeah, my son loves it when I do stuff like that. He loves when Daddy's outside playing with him. Which, we're actually going to go camping this week. We'll probably do some fishing too, I'm thinking. You got to run days and nights if you want to make money off the road with drivers. Yeah. Yep. You got that right, Blake. Oh, no. How much does this thing weigh? Oh. Whew. Okay, I'm going to set you guys down because I don't want this thing falling on the phone. I'm going to set you guys down right there. That way you can see how I do this. Oh, come on, don't dig a hole. Oh, seriously? Let's do this. I got an idea. Let's move this right about here. Come on. This thing is... There's no way I'm going to be able to pull this up on top of that. So my idea is I'll turn around and I'll set it on it and flop it up. That's what you guys are wondering what I'm trying to do here. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Let's see. Okay, so somebody called me and they wanted to know if I had any structural fill dirt from any of my job sites. Better get closer than that. It's 400 pounds. Dude, I would say this thing's like 500 or 600 pounds. Like, it's definitely... Come on. Ugh. Okay, this is what we do. We got to take this off and redo this and do it the right way. It's the only way we're going to get this up there is if it's not moving around on the cart. Sucks. Jeez. This thing freaking sucks. we will take this, go out like this. I always forget which way the strap routes on this thing. We're gonna figure it out. How does this strap work? I'm not a mover, so I always forget how this thing works. How the heck does this thing work? Look like this. Man, screw this thing. I look like a freaking idiot right now, trying to figure this thing. Your DEF must weigh less. Yeah, I doubt that, dude. This thing is freaking heavy. Okay, let's see what this says. 500 pounds, DOT water. 9 pounds a gallon plus 55 plus drum. Need a ram. Def. Yeah, it's def. Liquid is 8 pounds a gallon, so probably 440 plus 55 gallon drum. I need a ramp. Your def must weigh less. Would be a lot easier if you would have bought a skid steer, just saying. Yeah, or if I kept my backhoe. I'm watching. My name is Earl. I don't run def. I just know most liquids are about 8 pounds a gallon. Some more, some less. Diesel is the heaviest fuel, and it weighs 7 pounds a gallon. Fun fact for you guys. All right, let's try this. I gotta get this stupid thing in here. I got an idea. I almost had it that one time. Like, I literally almost had the dang thing. How is this thing? I know what I did wrong. This has got to come the other way. This has got to come this way, I'm pretty sure. It's got to rub against itself somehow. How does this stupid thing lock into place? It's got to cam over somehow. I don't know how this stupid thing works. I always have trouble with this stupid thing. Every time I go to use this thing, I never can figure out which way this stupid thing goes on here. It's got to go through this side. That thing's higher. It's got to go this way. That's how it locks. So it's got to go this way. Okay, we're figuring this out. We're figuring this out. How is that gonna cam over? Maybe it's gotta go this way. I'm lost, guys. I give up. I give up on this stupid thing. I'm just gonna freaking do it. Just gonna manhandle it. It's the only way. Just gotta manhandle it, man. Can't figure it out, you just gotta manhandle it. Let's just freaking man it. Wish I had shoes on. Woo! Jeez Louise. We did it, guys. Whew. You need an arrow dolly. Yeah, I do. Almost didn't have it. If it is sealed, just lay it over on the floor. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Whew. I did it. I did it, guys. Got her up in there. When the guy came to deliver it, I was sleeping. Or else I would have had him put it in here. Or I would have had him help me put it in here. Whew. That was a lot of work, guys. That was a lot of work. Alright. Now, take this dolly off. Take this dolly off. Get this dolly out of the way. Okay, now. Whew. The money you made last night, I bet more. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Had to answer a text message. I'm already booked for Monday night, Tuesday night, and Tuesday in the day. If, see, they lost out. They had my truck scheduled for Friday. The jobs got canceled. So I found work somewhere else, and now they want my truck. Now they want the truck. Okay. Now, there's a special wrench that takes these off. I don't think I have one. I think I'm just going to use a screwdriver or something. Screwdriver and a hammer. Excuse me. I'm so glad I got that tank in there. I was debating on leaving it outside. That's how heavy that thing was. That thing is way too heavy. Yep, you shouldn't have canceled on me on Friday. If you wouldn't have canceled on me on Friday, then you would have had my truck Monday and Tuesday night. That's what happens when you cancel on me. I find work somewhere else. Then you gotta wait till the turn comes back around when I don't have any work. Alright, we're gonna finish installing this and then I'm gonna end the live stream. But let's see. Can we think of any other things to answer that question? Is it profitable to hire somebody? Something that uses a hammer. Are you kidding me? This thing has got to be... I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these out. That's how we do that, folks. I have a job tomorrow if your super is available. Yes, it is. Alright, guys, I got to answer this text real quick. Alright. Here's what I used to get this off. I know it's like caveman technology here. Oh, great. That's a different type of thread than what that has. So, looks like we're going to have to try and get this one off and see if it's a different type of thread or if it's the same thread. If not, it's just going to sit in there. That would kind of suck. A pair of needle nose. Yeah, that would work too. Okay. Super Dump's working tomorrow. I think they pay extra for weekends. Can't remember. Almost got it off. still not loose enough to... What's up, Joshua? Different thread. Sweet. I think this is the right thread for this. We're about to find out. Oh, yeah. Boom. Sweet. Now let's see if she works. What? Oh yeah, look at that. Whoo! That smells like urea. Can you smell it?
No, I probably will.
It smells like piss. What did that barrel of DEF cost? It cost me $100. And that was with delivery. Delivery came free. Basically, or was it 100? It wasn't 100. It was like $1.20 a gallon or something like that, which is way better than buying it from O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's was charging me $3 a gallon, basically. Can you smell it now? Put your nose up to there when I press this.
No.
It smells like cow piss. I know it's getting full. I can see it. Whoa. It definitely don't smell like apple pies. Yeah, you got that right, Blake.
So how's yours?
Okay.
Full?
Yep,
Full?
it's full.
Is it heavy?
Yes, it's heavy.
It's heavy. You just got me.
Oh no, you got cow pee on you now.
That can be on
Sweet.
you too.
That was cool. That's a nice setup right there. When you only got one truck, that's a decent setup right there. And I got a few extra jugs. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? So, this setup cost me $100 for the barrel. Right? And then $40 for this. So, basically $150. Which, these are 2.5 gallons a piece, right? And they were charging me $3 a gallon. So, 3, 6... basically $12 a piece. So, let's just do the math real quick. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then you add all the other digits on there. I probably spent, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I bought basically 25 gallons, and it cost me the same as buying 55 gallons. So this is what makes you money in the long run, doing stuff like this. learning how to save money by buying bulk. If you don't buy bulk, you're losing out. Anyways, guys, don't forget to pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, and check out all the other great content. We got tons of videos in the playlist. We got the frequently asked questions playlist. What's up, Tim? We got the dump truck history playlist, which shows basically everything start to finish from when I started my business, from buying the dump truck all the way to, owning 2 dump trucks, 2 excavators, a dozer, 2 trailers. Yeah, I just cut a lot of cost right there, Blake, by buying that thing. Like, it was eating me up buying that DEF like that. It was getting expensive. Let's see, which toolbox did this come out of? Put it in that one. Whew. Yeah, that's where you start saving the money. When you do the repairs yourself, and when you start buying in bulk. Buying in bulk, paying your insurance premiums all up front. We're paying for six months early, and we get a $300 discount. That's $300. That's a lot of money. And all that little stuff adds up. It adds up so quick. It's not even funny, guys. How much would I save on fuel to have a tank at home? Oh, dude, I would save so much money. So much money. It would be nuts. Nuts. Yeah, 30 to 40 cents. Yeah, see, I really need to get a tank. That's one of the things I'm going to be getting. I'll be getting like a 10,000 gallon tank or something down on my property. There's no doubt about that. That's definitely in the works. I wonder if this thing drains back. That's what I want to know. Because I don't want it dripping everywhere. This stuff, when it drips everywhere, it gets like crystals and stuff everywhere. You can see the crystals and stuff on there. Anyways, guys, don't forget to pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys on the next one.